Worldwide attention tonight turning back to Northeast Ohio. A new Netflix documentary is putting the Mackenzie Shirilla case back under a national microscope. So what does this new wave of attention mean for the case and everyone still tied to it? Our Hunter Bertram joins us now in the studio. And Hunter, what can you tell us?
Lena, in just the past week, Google searches for Mackenzie Shirilla have skyrocketed, pushing a case many thought was over right back into the court of public opinion, even gaining attention from notable celebrities like Cardi B.
A car crash claimed 2 young lives and injured a third early yesterday morning.
In 2023, Mackenzie Shirilla was sentenced to life in prison after prosecutors said she intentionally crashed her car, killing her boyfriend Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan. After failed appeals, the case had quieted until Netflix dropped the crash last week.
The most significant piece of evidence. There was no break-in.
It really seems like it's blowing it up under a microscope.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the power of the internet, right?
Google Trends show Mackenzie Shirilla's name among the top 3 most searched topics nationwide over the past week. And legal experts say that kind of attention isn't uncommon when a case is revisited in a doc.
So this is one thing that is a reliable way to get eyeballs on your platform.
But that attention can cut both ways, especially after a case is already closed.
Post-trial, it often has the other effect, where they have taken a deep dive into a criminal case and really explored and presented significant questions about the validity of the conviction.
And in some cases, Case Western Reserve Professor Benza says it can become part of a longer legal strategy.
The defendants will be willing to talk to try to keep their story out in front of the public, because we know if you get some positive publicity about issues in your case, it makes it easier to maybe get back into a court and have some review.
But not every motivation, he says, is legal or even about appeals. Sometimes it's fame. Yet he warns when true crimes are repackaged for audiences, perception can overshadow reality, causing real harm.
And that can have very negative consequences for those people who are touched by this. What actually happened, what is in the case, isn't the reality anymore, because the reality gets supplanted by the Netflix documentary or by the Law and Order episode.
And Shirilla's defense maintains she did not murder the 2 victims. And Professor Benza says it can become harder for courts to ignore review requests when millions are now watching. Lena, we now have to wait and see what's next for this now very infamous case.
All right, Hunter Bertram in the studio. Thank you.